What is up? What is up? Welcome to episode 68 of the DCC podcast. Welcome to all our new viewers on YouTube and all our new subscribers, listeners on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, wherever you're listening to, Google Podcasts. I don't know where you get your podcast jive from, but welcome to the show. And usually we start off with our promos and then we dive right into whatever we got to talk about for today. Shop Glow Nude.
Visit us on our Instagram at glow.nude. Our website is www.shopglownude.com. Everything skincare. I'm coming out with fragrance oils soon, so stay tuned for that.
Shouts to that. Where should we begin? The Olympics, right? I feel like that's a noble start since it's what everybody seems to be tuning in. Everybody loves the Olympics now all of a sudden, so.
Yeah, before we, dive right into the bad, on the Olympics good side, shout out to Jamaica. We had a boxer amongst runners and however other athletes we got in there. We got a boxer, so shout out to him, Big 12.
Well, he got like the gold or something?
Nah, he didn't win. He just qualified. So. But it's still a shout out nonetheless.
I thought he did so.
Small island making big moves.
Shouts to that. What else is going on besides? I think something about Simone, right? She backed out. Everybody was kind of following this gymnast for a minute. Simone Biles. She backed out due to mental health.
Yeah, shout out to mental health. Shout out, we've been screaming this for a couple episodes now. Make sure you take care of your mental health. Simone, she's very talented, so I'm with her with the backing out. Not only that, she's hella qualified. Give somebody else a chance.
Yeah, she got mad medals last time I checked, so.
Yeah.
I know she's not missing one.
Yeah. One doesn't matter.
She's been getting a lot of grief for pulling out, but to my understanding, she had like an injury or whatever.
Nah, I don't think it was an injury.
That's what I thought it was.
I don't think it was. They said it was not an injury related back out. She just wanted to back out due to her mental health.
She's like, I'm trying to chill.
Yeah, like not only that, it's like there's no audience. You don't really have that drive. Although it's making it to the Olympics is still a huge accomplishment, but like I feel like the audience is what kind of give you that drive, to just perform your best. But I guess this Olympic wasn't supposed to happen anyway. Like
kind of lackluster
shitty.
too.
Yeah,
they're kind of forcing it.
Yeah, they're really pushing it in everybody's faces.
And Naomi Osaka, that looked like she got eliminated. The tennis thing, the Olympic tennis, whatever they want to call it.
I think
it's just a regular sport with Olympic in front of it.
Yeah.
So it looks like the people who were cheering for, they're not really, doing their best, but I guess
us black people should,
What happened?
I said, as us black people should back out. Like, I don't believe any black person. You don't want that accomplishment under your belt, but I believe every black athlete and every black body should have blacked out of the Olympics.
Should have blacked out, right?
Should have backed out of the Olympics. I felt like I'm not with it, especially due to like the racist ass country that it was in. I don't feel it.
Yeah, they had something against the BLM imagery and stuff. From before, so
you don't even want my black body there, so
shouldn't have turned up, man. Look at this.
Right.
What else Olympics did we find out? I think, is that all Olympics so far? I think Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart, they're doing like a highlights. They're like highlighting the Olympics. So I heard people saying that's pretty interesting that they decided to do that. It's on Peacock TV, which I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
You got Facebook TV, Peacock TV.
Everybody got a TV, Apple TV. Soon Spotify got a TV. Yeah. Come on.
So I haven't been watching whatever the hell they've been doing, but people have been talking about it, so I don't know.
I get a glimpse of it here and there when I'm at work, or if I go to a restaurant or something, I see it.
Snoop Dogg is everywhere though.
Yeah, as he should. I didn't know Shaq, this is totally off topic, but speaking of ownership, but Shaq owns a lot too.
What does he own?
Like Playboy, Marilyn Monroe. Shaq owns all that.
That's crazy.
I heard it and say it himself. So shout out to black people in ownership. Shout out to Master P. Shout out to all the black people doing it.
Absolutely, as they should. All right, moving on. It seems I want to talk about Rolling Loud for a little bit, but I want to talk about Rolling Loud as it relates to the Dababy situation. Apparently, he brought out Tory Lanez for the performance they had of Scat, and people didn't take too well to that, and they look like they're trying to cancel Dababy now.
I feel like if you're an artist and you are featured on another artist's song, I don't see why you can't bring the artist out if you guys are both at the same venue and you want to perform. I feel like nowadays people are just so like stifled as far as freedom of speech. Like, I don't feel like it exists anymore. Why can't he say what he want to say as far as opinion, and why can't he do what he want to do? I feel like Meg is a grown-ass woman, and if she's not checking for Tory, she's not checking for Tory. I feel like people want to find a story so bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like that had nothing to do with her. I feel like that was just a mere coincidence.
But in the same relating news, I feel like he said something that had to do with like homosexuals and the HIV situation. I don't know exactly what he said, but they're trying to cancel him because he said something about that. Like,
let me try to find it so we could actually like get like a little.
I feel like
play on here.
Like I agree with you as far as like people trying to cancel people, as far as like keeping a narrative going, and as they said, it wasn't like they didn't come to terms with what that situation really was. You know what I mean? People still don't know what happened between Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion. You know?
Yeah, so people should just leave that out of the situation that had nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know if they're trying to just keep the narrative going, you know, trying to keep the fire under that situation, but I feel like things haven't really been the best, and maybe, you know, being that Meg and Dababy had an altercation due to the whole Tory Lanez situation, they're just trying to keep that going. But they performed right together at the Rolling Loud together. It looked like Meg and Tory Lanez, Meg and Dababy had a performance
together.
Yeah, they did the Crybaby song, and then right after that, that's when he brought out Tory Lanez when she left, and then, you know, he said he had a special performer coming in, and it was Tory Lanez.
I guess this is what he said. Let me see.
Oh, that's what he said? I thought I had to do with HIV or something.
I don't know, man.
People be dragging shit, man. I don't know.
I feel like this. No, HIV is not single-handedly related to the gay community, right? Why take offense if you know the facts? Granted, people are allowed freedom of speech, period. But in a matter of opinion, I feel like people are allowed to say whatever they want. And if you feel like it's not facts, that's the time to educate somebody. But what I don't like is the fact that every single time a black person makes a quote-unquote mistake, or they say something wrong that we don't like, it's automatically, oh, let's cancel this person. And if us, the black community, is always about, oh, let's stop doing this, let's educate. There's no education involved, because every single time it's like a climbing of the ladder when it comes to black people. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get my clout off the backs of this nigga because everybody hates him now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's crazy to me. Why do we jump on hating each other as black people? People are allowed to say their opinion, and I think it's funny because when we focus on race or whatever, white people say the most heinous and fucked up things when it comes to us. Yet we run to go buy their things. We run to support them. We run to beat up under their assholes so bad. But when it comes to black people, we don't stand together and support. That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
I just feel like a lot of people, they get so much acknowledgement from tearing down someone in the community, like you said. So there's really no clout in doing the latter. You know what I mean? No one really wants to stand up for what's right or support another person. It's like when it comes to that, it's like this. You know what I mean? More people are more so tearing each other down than building each other up. So I mean, when it's the other way around, when we're building each other more than tearing each other down, then we'll start to go somewhere. But
and in my opinion, I might get like ridiculed for saying this. I feel like honestly, the homosexual community is mad sensitive. Like, shoot me for my opinion, but y'all niggas are mad fucking sensitive. I feel like the hate with homosexuals, yeah, it's there. I'm not gonna deny that, the fact that it's not there. But y'all want to stand so proud, and y'all get a month, and y'all do all of this, and then still feel entitled to say, oh, nobody can't say nothing negative about homosexuals. Like, that's fucking crazy to me. Y'all are so fucking entitled and so fucking crazy. Like, y'all feel like, oh, you can't say nothing bad about me, can't say nothing bad about me. And when it comes to, oh, somebody saying, oh, my preference is not gay people, oh, my preference is da-da-da-da, like, it's a problem.
I feel like it's more so that, like, everyone gets targeted for whatever, you know?
Yeah, like, it's not, oh, we're not choosing to hate gay people.
Yeah. I feel like as long as you're here on Earth, you're subject to some type of ridicule, some type of hate being towards you. So I don't say go after the whole world and go after everyone who says something negative, because what is that going to really do?
Especially I just feel like it's your opinion.
Yeah, I just feel like just move on if you can about the situation, and you can't. Not everyone is gonna love you.
Right.
That's it.
Exactly. Facts.
So focus on loving yourself.
Right.
Let's get into one more topic before we bring it down. Let's get into one of these relationship stuff we got here.
All right. This is gonna be a big one. So, is casual sex a thing?
Of course, it exists.
Or
that's
are
what you mean.
or is, I'm saying the title that we want to label it under, or are you just broken? Because I feel like a lot of people love to say, oh, I'm just doing this casually, da-da-da-da, but feelings get involved, and it's stemming from some place of you not feeling wanted. So I'm just going to share it out to everybody until one person latches on, and then I won't feel like, oh, I'm not wanted or rejected. You know what I'm saying?
So what really is the question? The question is, why is people having casual sex? Is
casual sex a real thing, or are we just putting it under a category, or are you just broken? That's what I'm saying. Do you feel like it's a real thing? It's genuine, like you feel like people can really be out here having casual sex, or do you just feel like these people are broken and finding a title to put it under?
Answer to the question, is casual sex a thing? Yes. Expounding, as the teacher would said, elaborate. Casual sex exists because of something that's going on. You know what I mean? Like, you're having casual sex because you can't commit to something. Right. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why it is happening. You're having casual sex because you cannot do anything else. You know what I mean? So yes, casual sex exists, but it's only casual sex because either person A can't see themselves with a relationship with person B, or the other, you know what I mean? Person A doesn't want a relationship, or person A cannot commit to a relationship with person B. But in doing so, in having casual sex, something's gonna come from it, either heartbreak or maybe a relationship. But it's not nothing. It's not just casual. Oh, we're just casually having sex. That doesn't. It's not really a thing. You know what I mean? It's a thing, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
I feel like it's just one of these. I feel like American people like to put shit under a title just so it can be acceptable. And I say American people because I realized in being in this country for a very long time that you guys have a lot of sense of entitlement, and you guys have a lot of sense of like, oh, we don't want to be judged for what we're doing, so we're just going to put it under something so that we can justify it. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of accountability being taken. A lot of you guys are having casual sex knowing how sex is such a big thing, but you, instead of feeling bad, so you don't feel bad, you put it under, oh, it's just casual, we're just being free, we're sexually liberated, and that's not a thing. I feel like you guys should be more careful with what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like they have casual sex in Europe too, though.
No,
I mean they have casual sex.
But what makes it different is the fact that they're willing to say this is what we're doing and take the responsibility for it. What American people don't do is take the responsibility for it. Because look, a woman can be out here and have sex with a whole bunch of people, right? But the moment someone calls her a hoe, she feels offended. Why? Why do you feel offended? This is what you're doing. And I feel like the difference between people in other countries is the fact that they can say, yeah, this is what I'm doing and this is how I am. But with American people now, they want to put it under so many labels. These niggas be dressing up like women and be like, oh, I'm transgendered. You know what I'm saying? Like let's be real. Like
It's the entitlement for me.
yes, it's it's just the entitlement and the lack of accountability.
I get what you're saying.
And honesty.
Yeah. I think it boils down to just being honest about what you're doing at the end.
Yeah, and own it. Like, let's just own it instead of saying, "Oh, I'm just gonna put it under this funny ass title." Like,
yeah.
And like, this is another thing. This is why I know it's just American people, because I saw this thing where they're like, "Oh, you can still be a child at heart. Like, you a grown ass man," and he's like, "Oh, I'm a child, so that's why I'm attracted to kids."
Oh yeah, I've seen something like that.
What the fuck is that? Like, what is
That's allowed in a lot of states, believe it or not. I don't know why, but yeah, like pedophilia is legal in certain states. I think over like 3 or 4.
It's like, oh,
So, yeah,
I'm a child at heart. Like, I still
let's
didn't
look
grow
into
up.
that.
Yeah, come on. Like, let's check that shit.
Stop that, Joe Biden. We're gonna go ahead and take a break right here. This is a beat by me, J Degrees. Enjoy. All right, welcome back. If you enjoyed that, please reach out to me at the podcast at Degrees CouchChronicles on Instagram, or email us if you can find the email. Ha ha ha! If you can figure it out. But
it'll be hidden somewhere.
Yeah, if you really want to get in contact, it's like super easy. We put it everywhere. Like
Yeah.
it's super easy to get in contact with us. I promise you. But yeah, let's get into another one of those relationship questions, I guess.
Sticking to the relationship bag. Do you feel like you can be in a successful relationship and chase your dreams?
I feel like what makes a successful relationship is the ability to stand by someone while they're chasing after a dream. You know what I mean? Because like that's gonna put a lot of strains on the relationship, because you're gonna want to do this, maybe make a lot of sacrifices
Right.
for your dream, or you know what I mean, whatever you're trying to develop. And someone who's weak in the relationship or doesn't see eye to eye to what you're trying to do, that's gonna deter the relationship from progressing. So I feel like for a relationship to even be in the category of being successful, you gotta make some sacrifices as together, or like as a
Right.
person trying to understand what the other person's trying to do, in order for the relationship to, you know what I mean, flourish and be successful or
Right.
whatever. You know what I mean? So that's my take.
I agree. I feel like an example of that is Tabitha Brown.
Random last name. Who is this?
She's the lady that says hello there, and she's like this vegan cook. Everybody,
okay.
She's popular on Instagram or whatever, and TikTok or whatever. Yeah, her husband had to go back to work for the LAPD while she chased her acting dream. And when she became successful, that's when she made him retire, or she told him that he can retire now. And a lot of people found that crazy, like, oh, how could you do that? Da, 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 da.
What was he? Was he like a regular cop, or was he a detective?
I'm not sure what he was, but I know he was.
Because if you was like a regular ass beat cop, you walk in the beat.
I just know.
You can retire, boy.
I just know that he was in the LAPD for years, and yeah, a lot of people like said that she was crazy. Mainly Wendy Williams, but whatever. Wendy Williams single.
Facts.
And I feel like I agree. Like, what makes a successful relationship successful is just sticking by your partner, being supportive, and all those things. And I feel like a lot of relationships today just lack that. And I feel like that's why it's so foreign, because a lot of women, which I don't see nothing necessarily wrong with it, want to be independent. But sometimes you have to know when to kind of like tone it down, just so you and your partner can be on the same wavelength.
I agree. I can agree with that. You know what I mean? What do you mean? You said tone it down, though?
I'm saying
Tone down the chasing of the dream?
No, I'm saying as far as a woman wanting to be too independent, like, oh, I don't need no nigga for this, oh, I don't gotta do this, da 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 da. When a lot of women like to come off too strong in the relationship. Like, granted, a lot of women are more successful these days, but at the same time, you just have to know when to, I'm saying tone it down for a lack of a better word, but just know when to just, like, compromise. Yes.
Okay.
Just know when to
I think that's
compromise
a
in the relationship.
Better wording, better understanding of what
Yeah.
you said. Because I understood up until you said that. I'm like,
I'm not saying tone down yourself in the relationship just so you're not being yourself, but I'm saying you have to know when to compromise. Don't just say, oh, all you care about is your business, your success, when you have another person to worry about when you're in a relationship. Or else why being in a relationship if you want to be so independent? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. And, yeah, let's keep it going. I think you have one more of that.
Yeah,
Same
and
topic.
sticking with the same realm of relationships, do you feel like people need a companion? Like,
As humans, yes. A human, I promise you not a singular human can survive without the companion of another. It's just how we were built. We are here for one another. No matter what they try to have you believe, or, oh, I don't need no man.
but
whatever
that's
the
what I'm
fuck.
talking about.
We're
That's what I
here
was
for
talking-
each other. That's the reason why we're here.
Exactly. And even if it dates back to the Bible, guys. God made Adam, and out of Adam he made Eve. So because he realized, yo, Adam was lonely, and if God himself can say, oh, this nigga need a companion, then who are we to say, oh, I'm too independent for a man, or I don't need no woman? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's just in our nature. I don't want to bring it into a religious sector, but
But I'm saying if
it's
you're
in our
religious,
nature.
you can relate
Yeah.
as to what we're saying.
People aren't as religious as they used to be anymore. So a lot of people
They
might
should.
not take,
For real,
they
y'all.
might take
The
that
end is
offensively.
near.
Oh, damn. But you know what I mean? Yes, we're here for each other. No matter how you try to flip it, you think you're gonna be independent forever, then you scream on Twitter you need a man. So
Yeah.
I feel like once you get past maybe things you're going through and you can settle down and find somebody, yeah, you'll have a good time on earth. But we're here for we're here for each other, all right?
Yeah.
And if you don't have someone to love, you have family, I'm guessing, or if
And
not,
stop getting cats and dogs. Them niggas is
yo,
not
the-
humans.
The dog, yo, oh man.
Stop it.
Don't get
For
me
real.
started on the love of dogs.
You know who you are. Stop.
Yeah.
Like, a dog is not a replacement for a human being. Because a dog can't get your mail. A dog can't sign for shit. A dog is not going to be at the hospital when you're down. Like, God forbid you catch COVID or the new Delta strain. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dogs are a lot of things, but they are not your forever companion.
That's right. Moving on into others. It looks like they've closed down the restaurants in LA. Boo-hoo for you guys. Sucks. Yeah, things are getting worse again. It looks like. It looks like COVID cases are back up. Like,
Especially in Florida.
yes. Florida never chilled though. That's the reason why. They never shut down, believe it or not. Florida was never closed. Not last year, not this year, never. They never closed. They just kept on Floridaing. So
But Florida is not a real place. That was where the nigga ate somebody's face, I believe, off of bath salt. Like,
yeah, Florida's a wild place, believe it or not. So I would understand why they're seeing what they're seeing.
yeah.
But yeah, it looks like a lot of places might be following suit with trying to close down again. So we're looking at maybe another lockdown. So who knows? You know what I mean?
Woohoo!
Things were low key flourishing, especially for us.
Right.
So we don't know. We don't know.
$100 if you're in New York to get vaccinated.
Yeah, they're really pushing that vaccine in New York, especially in the Bronx. They had like an outside vaccination event.
That's sick.
So I'm like, what?
That is sick. It kind of makes me wonder why are they pushing vaccine? Why are they
I
pushing
don't
mixed
know.
vaccine?
There's another agenda that I don't know
Of
yet.
course, because if they
but-
cared about the public, cancer treatment would be free, insulin would be free, HIV drugs would be free. Do you know how much for HIV drugs and AIDS? Do you know how much for that?
I've seen a lot of TikToks and a lot of videos on why vaccines are free, but it still doesn't answer my question as to why aren't other things free.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
So-
Like, to me, if you really,
I don't
if-
know, man. I've been thinking.
They be
So,
pushing the agenda on, oh, we care about the people, we care to get everybody happy and healthy, but there's people who are not happy and healthy due to these other underlying ailments, and getting a vaccine is not going to automatically be the end all be all or the cure. So let's just do a little bit more research onto what these niggas is doing if you care.
I don't think it's gonna
But
be.
if you in
you're
New
not gonna be
York-
able to find it if you even look. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It'll
because
be
the
very hard for you
CDC,
to find
if you
it.
say vaccine on one
They'll
story,
pop some up.
You can legit say
More
19.
COVID.
Exactly. Like, oh.
Say 19.
Just say 19 on your story.
My little cousin is turning cut 19.
And they just
I'm
put
gonna make
that
a
COVID.
vid.
Yo, they put that COVID sticker right there. So
More on COVID.
it's like, bruh.
Like, dang.
I legit saw a story on somebody just saying something about being outside and they put the COVID sticker. I shit you not. I was like, what the fuck does this have to do with COVID?
Yeah, something's going on. Something's
course.
going on. We're gonna look more into it, and when we find out, we'll let you know.
Yes.
Is that
Yeah.
yeah, that is everything. Awesome.
That's all we got for today, guys.
So it is time for our music. Take.
Music.
Yung Bleu. This guy, if you're unfamiliar with even the name, this was the guy who had the Time Heals song with Drake.
Don't waste it.
He dropped an album, and oh my god, guys.
Is it fire?
Moon Boy is so fire. I was surprised because I'm not a fan of this guy.
Yeah, I took him for a one-hit wonder, to be honest.
I thought so as well.
He have a I don't like you face, like, to me.
And that Drake song really did it for me because of course that shit was fire.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll put him in that Roddy Ricch category because just how he comes about on songs, like how he flows and all that stuff.
Okay.
And believe it or not, this album has crazy notable features. I'm talking about Kehlani. I'm talking about Jeezy. I'm talking about her. I'm talking about John Legend. I'm talking about
John
Big
Legend?
Sean. I'm talking about Moneybagg Yo and Kodak Black.
What the fuck?
I'm talking about
He
Big
got the
Sean.
big ones.
Talking about Big Sean. Talking about 2 Chainz. I was like,
Oh,
yo,
miss me
what
with
the
2 Chainz.
hell? Nah, but look at the features. That's insane.
That is,
and he's
that
quote
is-
unquote independent.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
you know what I mean?
Shout outs to that. Shout outs
So
to
you know
him.
they're fucking with him just for fucking with him. It's not like a label thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So shout outs to Yung Bleu. This is a good album, guys. You want to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think that's it for today. Like I said, enjoy your summer. It doesn't look like it's getting any hotter, so I don't know if you want to go to the beach now or never. So
Because we inside soon again. And God.
it looks like we might be facing another lockdown. So hop to your vacation times, hop to your PTOs, and yeah, get yourself out there because we're apparently outside for now.
Yes, for now.
Like always, we're at war with ourselves. We're at war with everybody outside. Stay safe. Peace.